Trayce, it's the third straight game you guys have held the opponent to under 100 points. What is clicking on the defensive end?
I think just our shell. Everyone's engaged. I feel like to start out the game, our engagement on the floor, talking, and then that carries over for the rest of the game. So we have a good start on the defensive end. I feel like that just continues for us.
What about the pairing between you and Draymond? Is it working?
Yeah, he's helped me a lot on the defensive end of the floor, in screens, where to go in the offense, and stuff of that nature. And so being able to be beside him, take the load off of him a little bit, I feel like we've interchanged pretty well.
Talk about that lob, I think first 13.
Yeah, me and CP talked about it afterwards. He was like, thought I threw it too high, but I got the sneaky bunny, so went up and got it. But I think it was a perfect pass. So.
What do you feel like, just big picture, I mean, the way you guys shared the ball, what clicked offensively tonight?
I feel like just playing, getting the right shot, getting the open shot. I feel like they iced everything, so getting guys downhill like Wiggs was huge for us again tonight. CP leading it too, and then just sharing the ball and ball movement.
What dynamic has Moses presented these last couple games with what he's been able to do?
He's huge for us. I remember watching film this morning. We talked about just his impact in the game and being in and out of the rotation, but every time he comes into the rotation, he brings energy and he's always ready to play, and that's huge for us. He might only be 21, but he plays like a seasoned vet. So.
Obviously, the West is stacked. Like, how often are you guys, like, or are you specifically just looking at the bottom of the standings, like, seeing who's winning and who's losing?
At the end of the day, we just got to continue just to stay on pace with what we're doing. And obviously, yeah, you want to see where everyone's at, but at the same time, we got to take it one game at a time. And so I think Spurs are next on the schedule, so we got to prepare for them.
I know it's a minefield in the West, but when you look around in the locker room and you see the guys that you're playing with, you go, just get us in. We'll figure this out.
No, absolutely. That's what Coach keeps praising to us and preaching. He says, all we got to do is get in. And he has faith in all of our guys, and we have a lot of experience in that. And so just trying to get in that's what we're trying to do.
What's been the main message just among the vets about that mindset coming from Coach Curry? Like, what have they said to you?
It's just playing every game and taking it one game at a time. The vets do a great job in connecting the young guys, especially Draymond and JK. They have a really good connection. I feel like me and CP have a really good connection, and Clay. And we just got to continue to do that.
Are you ready, excited for the matchup with LA?
Oh, absolutely. He's a great player. He's a freak of nature, and so it's going to be a fun game.
Reenact that poster.
We'll see.
It makes it even more special. I think kind of booking in like the first couple of times you get to play here, and then knowing at this stage, probably count on one hand how many more times I get to come back. So it's definitely fun. A lot of familiar faces in the crowd, getting to see family and all that. It's nice to actually win here. It's been a minute since we did that. So it's a great night all the way around, and something I still look forward to, for sure.
I think we did a 4-game losing streak here. What was the key tonight to kind of turn it together? I think last time we talked, you said you were trying to do too much. Did you feel that way tonight, or did you feel like this was a different situation?
I remember last game, last year, I was down the stretch. I called it hero ball, and trying to go for the dagger shots. And the crowd can energize you in the best of ways, and sometimes in the worst of ways, in the sense of making you play a little different. And and even in Charlotte when we played them, they have a kind of what's the word? Kind of a feisty defense in the way that they try to take away some of our actions and stuff. And so the first quarter, I didn't really get many shots just because the ball was moving and we were getting easy looks. So just settling into the game was nice. And eventually I got some clean ones, and we got the win.
Does it feel any different for you, Steph, now that you're outnumbered 2-1 with Dale?
Yeah, it was awesome in the Bay to play against Seth in the Hornet uniform. it's unfortunate he's still dealing with the ankle stuff. Didn't get to play against him here, but it's still very surreal for sure. Just to know that one of us got to play here and wear the number 30 and the pinstripes and all that. So I definitely am appreciative of, well, I guess I enjoy the experience of knowing that, there's a huge Curry presence in the Hornet organization. And obviously, tonight, I get to join the party.
Not to look too far forward because I think you probably have a ball career after the NBA is done, but seeing your dad on the side there calling games, is that something you can see in your future? Maybe?
I don't even know. It's not really on the radar, but I don't know if he when he was in his basketball career at whatever stage, if he thought that would be something he'd want to do or even love to do or have the opportunity to do. So who knows? We'll see.
Is there a part of you, just a brief moment, we're like, maybe one day before it's all said and done, maybe it's full experience? I know it's
No. I mean, I have thoughts all the time. But no, I want to stay in the Bay, and that's something I've talked about. There's a curiosity of what it would be like to play here, for sure. I feel like I asked Seth a lot of questions just about what it's like to be back here, just because you're so familiar with the city, with the history of the organization. I'm sure he's getting calls for tickets every single night. That's probably a little overwhelming, but yeah, that's it.
March Madness going on right now. Like, how's your bracket at the championship?
My bracket is trash, which I'm pretty sure is most people's experience at this point. So I do shout out to my cousin, Steve Snell, who's coaching for NC State, and his son Jordan's on the team. And no, they just got to win, and they're in the Elite Eight now. So I have some family in the tournament, so I'm rooting for them for sure. But other than that, I'm just a fan.
You mentioned Seth, you joined your dad today on the broadcast. That's an analyst a little bit. First, are you jealous of that? And second of all, I think you mentioned that he was better than you with video games and chess growing up. Is that true?
Both are true. Yeah. Both are true. He's even trying to catch up now on the golf course. He's gotten a lot better out there. I have to go back and listen to it for sure to see what the energy was like on the broadcast. That's cool. I'm out there on the floor, those two guys talking, so pretty special.
How was it having Draymond back then?
It was important. We need him. Said it last game, and for us to try to finish the season strong and give ourselves the best shot, not only in the standings, but with the way that we're playing and the energy that's building up towards hopefully being in the play-in. Like, we just want an opportunity, and he's a huge part of that. So need him on the floor.
What did you see from that pairing with him and Trayce front court tonight? How'd you like the way that played?
There's been I think it's been a starting lineup the last two with J.K. out, and even a couple of weeks before, like, seen them get some run together. They, Trayce is really figuring it out with his energy, like where to be defensively. Obviously being a lob threat, he's getting the offensive rebounds, and he helps Draymond because when Draymond's making a read on the play on the ball or help side or whatever it is, he knows he has that presence behind him, which is huge. So he's coaching him up and trying to help him continue to get better on that end of the floor, and it gives us obviously more size, which is helpful from to have different looks.
Well, next year after that it's the loss, Steve was saying how you can't just ride Seth. Done everything that this organization wants 15 years. You can't just depend on him 100% of the time. Do you feel that how does your workload feel different about this season, given the context, what you guys are trying to do right now than in years past?
I think, just the numbers. Like, somebody told me I've played more minutes this year than I have since like 2016, 17. I think the last, besides the year I hurt my hand, I've had like some random injuries that kept me out for like 4 weeks at a time, or I had 2 of them last year. I had the one at the end of 2022 season, so I don't want to be hurt, obviously, but it's nice that I've been able to be available for, more of the season than years past. You change up a little bit in terms of your off-court routine for recovery and stuff like that, but other than that, it's just do what you need to do to help your team win. Like, I don't really need a violin, to say, "Woe is me, I'm playing too much." It's never that. And until we don't have any more games to play, like, I feel like I'll be ready to go.